reporter for Lear, and I'm here with Adam Thompson, who is the Managing Director of Stenhouse Lifting Equipment. Adam, you're celebrating 25 years as a family firm. Tell me more about that.
Well, it's actually 26 years on Monday. So 24th of July 1997 was when we started, and we're finishing our 25-year celebration this Friday. It's been a really interesting journey, and more importantly for me, Stenhouse has always been about the people. If you drive past on a Sunday, it's just pallet racking and stock. Our business is absolutely who I work with and the opportunity, the people that I engage with and who I get to grow with.
And tell me more about your background. Where did you come from and what changes have you seen over the years?
Yeah, that's an easy one. We started on the 24th of July 1997 because it was actually the first day of my winter school holidays. So my stepdad and I were there on day one. So previous to that, I only worked at things like Pizza Hut and Yatla Pies, but I didn't really take my job or my role in the lifting equipment industry too seriously. I was out doing the inspections and I took that side seriously, but not as a leader in the business. That probably didn't come until after I was involved in a pretty heavy accident in 2008. Couldn't walk for about 2 years. And it was only during that time I really decided to stop using my body in the industry and start using my mind. I did a fair bit of study. We opened our first branch during that period, and we opened one every 2 years then after. So what I would say is I've probably grown up in the industry and in the business.
Wow, what a story. I didn't know that. And you, of course, you're expanding all the time and you've just opened a new branch. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we expanded first into the Wide Bay Burnett region. It's been really good for us, the Wide Bay Burnett region. And then our next branch after that, obviously Wacol in Brisbane. Then it was the Wide Bay Burnett region. We opened a branch in Darwin. So we got invited up there to do a lot of work on the coal seam gas project. So we're up there for about 9 years. And we also won a pretty big job in the Northern Rivers. So we had 183 bridges we were contributing to there. So we had a branch open there for a short period of time. That one was always going to be only for a short period. But our Eagle Farm facility is probably the biggest step we've made towards the business model we're really chasing for our industry. We're unlucky we didn't purchase a building up there. We've got that on the cards, but we've really changed how we deliver and interact with our clients. And our Eagle Farm branch is our biggest by far and definitely sets the tone for where we're headed.
And how has it changed with interacting with your clients?
What I would say is that, in my opinion, lifting equipment industry was a bit like a car yard to start with. So the stock was out the front, and then there was a sales team that you would engage with, and there was a service sector out the back. What's dramatically changed for us is more like a Bunnings trade centre where the clients know what they want. They don't really need that sales style experience, and being attentive to the fact that they want to engage with you quite rapidly around heavy products in a safe environment, to making sure that they can get into the facility, unload what they're there for, pick up what they need, and have a really clear understanding that the gear's ready to go when they leave your branch.
And you've recently been a part of the Australia and New Zealand Regional Council with Lear. Tell me more about that.
It was quite interesting, actually. Our industry doesn't have many times where we come together. So outside of Lear, there's no really reason for us to cross paths with our competitors. And what I've learned during my time on the regional council is the industry is actually full of really good people, probably on the same path, which I enjoyed learning about my competitors. Seeing our competitors and the other people in the industry step up and really want to help control where our industry is going when it comes to training and putting in massive amount of effort. And there's not no reward, but there's definitely a large investment of time required to get that Cert 4 course up and running, and really can contribute to where the regional council can take Lear. And it's been quite a journey doing that with competitors and understanding the profile, but really gaining a lot of respect for the other people in the industry. I've enjoyed it.
And you just recently had the first event. How did that go, the conference over in Australia and Sydney?
It was taken really well by the industry. You've got to remember, here in Australia, there hasn't really been a Lear event since pre-COVID. So the members definitely have an appetite for having more face-to-face events, and something that needs to continue. But as a starting point, there was a lot of information to take in, the launch of the Cert 4 course, and the attendees really got a lot out of it, really positive feedback.
Fantastic. And you've got a really interesting sustainability initiative. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, that's a bit of a bugbear in our industry, to be honest. I love the ocean. We're here on the Gold Coast, and as an industry, we actually create quite a bit of waste. So the inspection tags are a small part. We've always recycled steel and worked with the local steel providers and cardboard like any other business. But our next inspection tags are made from a nylon 6 or nylon 66 product, which usually doesn't get recycled. It ends up in bins everywhere and falls off, and products on site. And you see those tags littered everywhere. We've done a lot of work. We got in touch with a specialist, a circular design specialist for plastics. I think the company is BNC Plastics, and spoke to us a lot about how we need to be thinking about the recyclable product at the start. So what we're going to make out of the tails of the inspection tags or the old inspection tags before we begin. We did a lot of homework on how many tons it would take, what colours we could use, and how to divide the colours up, because whilst you're taking multiple coloured tags off the equipment, the tails of the new tags are all the same colour, which opens up how you can use that product. And nylon 66, it can be recycled to be used for multiple things. So things like bumper bars and the edges of roof racks are common products that can be used for because they're black. What we're really trying to do is design products that can back into our industry from recycling those tags. We've got to get to critical mass of those inspection tags before we can do that. But we're, 3/4, if not, further down that journey. It's really going well and been accepted by our clients. They understand that we're really focused on, massively reducing our footprint, our carbon footprint, and doing everything we can to support the environment. Next, we really want to go after polyester round and web slings. We've done a lot of homework with some universities around what we can and can't do with those. There's contaminant issues that we need to resolve, but they're big on my hit list. Polyester is it's a really common product around our web slings in contributing to waste in the environment. I think something needs to be done there.
Congratulations. And what's next for you?
As a business, I would say we've got a lot going on in Queensland with the upcoming Olympics. I think that for us as a business, we're shifting our model in our delivery space and how much the client's contributing. We always pay attention to where our client friction points are. And there's a particular one in our industry currently that needs to be resolved. And we're on the brink of doing that. So we've invested quite heavily into changing a few things in our business, and we're capturing the information we need. And we're about to launch a product, which I can't let out just yet, but once we do, I think it's going to stir a bit of trouble in the industry with our competitors and really, really support our clients. So I always love making sure it's a competition.
Well, thank you very much for your time today.